I got a fresh One Piece theory that just might tie into Little Oars Jr. and potentially his child, but of course, spoiler alert, up through Elbaf. If you're not caught up to chapter 1147, then scroll on. So as we know, Oars and Oars Jr. are absolute problems on the battlefield, and because of that, they've been busy out pirating for the majority of their lives. But what if at some point Little Oars Jr. had a child, but that child's been left back on Elbaf and might not even know that she has a father in Little Oars Jr.? From what we can tell in Elbaf right now, ancient giant's blood is a relatively rare thing to come across, but there is one child that seems to have some horns. Of course, those horns being the definitive factor that lets you know that they do have ancient giant's blood within them. I'm talking about this little girl right here, Johanna. In this particular panel, she's referencing that she doesn't specifically have parents. And now, of course, we know that she must have had parents at some point, but she doesn't know them. But the most obvious characteristic of this child is the fact that she has horns. None of these other kids seem to have that. Or if they do, it's on their hats. This is coming right out of her hair. So what if she is the child of Little Oars Jr.? We do know that parents in One Piece have a bad tendency of choosing piracy over their own children, so this isn't as far-fetched as it seems. Little Oars Jr. is around 72 years old at this point in the story, and she is probably around 20 years old, being a kid in giant years. And we know that the world government would absolutely want to get their hands on a child that has ancient giant's blood in them. The world government is hyper-fixated on getting the giants to be on their side one way or another, and snagging a kid with ancient giant's blood seems to be the holy grail for them. Or at least that's how it seems in my mind. Taking a quick look at the other children that have also been captured, this one right here does seem to potentially have some natural horns, but that also could be a part of his goggles. And then there's this kid who has this interesting nose, which makes me think maybe she's a Dosindata, or at least some kind of race that is mixed with the Tontatas. I know it's wild, but it must be possible if Big Mom was able to have a kid with a Tontata, so can a giant. But my overall point is, I think these kids are a lot more important than we were initially thinking. I've been hyperfixated on Colin being taken because he's the son of Scopper Gabon, but I do think there's a lot more importance having to do with all of these children. And if there's actually an ancient giant connection with Johanna, that would just be wild. I'll keep looking into this theory and let you guys know whenever I come up with something fresh. And if you would like more long-form theory crafting content, we have weekly uploads over on the Red Play Button app. We've got a Patreon where I have the uncut live streams of direct reactions from all the new chapters. And lastly, we've got a Discord where you can come theory craft with us all week long. Come hang out, guys.